So I'll tell you a crazy story. A buddy of mine was visiting recently, a friend from back home, and his wife told me this story that his kid, they thought he was special needs, maybe he had sort of a neurological disorder, because he was sort of emotional, or not emotionally, educationally behind his peers. Turns out he was just deaf. He needed a cochlear implant.
Ugh.
And it took this my buddy's wife just fighting with the insurance companies for forever to get this kid the medicine that he needed, the treatment that he needed. And now the kid, he's happy, he's healthy. It's a beautiful child, smart child. Like, that's amazing, right? That's what we want medical science to do, is to take a serious problem and make it better. Well, why do we have a medical system in this country where too many people can't get the treatment that they need? And it's a complicated answer to that question. But one of the big problems is, and I don't think most Americans realize this, we subsidize. When you go to the hospital or you go to the doctor and you pay out the rear end for a treatment, you are subsidizing all of the therapies all over the world.
Tell us what subsidizing means. Some people won't know.
So basically, we pay more so that Europeans and other parts of the world pay less. So we fund all the innovation, we fund all the development of new drugs, and then Americans pay way more. That's why, Americans, we spend 22% of our economy on healthcare. The Europeans average out about 10 or 11%. So we spend way more on healthcare, and they spend way less. So the president uses this example all the time. The Ozempic, as he calls it, the fat shot drug. He had a buddy who was on Ozempic and had to go to Canada to get it, even though it was invented in Europe. And it was mass produced all over the world. It was like a tenth of the price in Canada that it was in the United States. And the way that it is the drug companies make money off Americans so they can offer discount drugs to everybody else. So what that executive order, the reason why I think that approach is going to work way better than anything the Biden administration is doing, is it's going to say the Americans get to pay less and the Europeans are going to have to pay up a little bit. You'll know more about what you're spending on, but it also is more fair to Americans. And I think that's a win-win scenario, because you can't expect Americans to pay 10 times for prescription drugs what other people pay. It's also, by the way, not that this is the main issue, but it's bankrupting people and it's bankrupting our country. Because we spend so much more on healthcare, and that's a major driver of our budgetary problem.
It's the number one cause of bankruptcy is medical debt.
Yes,
and
it
it's
is.
like people aren't afraid to get sick because they'll be sick. They're afraid to get sick because they can't afford to be sick.
That's right.
And the stress of it is going to kill them.
That's right.
But do you think, like, he made the executive order, do you think and I know it's like so hard to be like, do you know, but it's like, do you really think we'll see this? I mean, it's like, God, give the people something.
I do.
You know?
I do.